in this video, I want to talk to you about something I am so excited about, Faithlife Equip. Faithlife Equip is Faithlife's brand new all-in-one ministry platform. They make the wonderful Bible software, Logos Bible software, that I'm a huge fan of, and I know anything that they touch, I believe in. I've paid for this membership subscription myself because I wanted Logos Daily to do a real review. What do we really think about this? How would it be helpful to the average church, the average pastor? And that's what I want to do in this video. I've got a few questions up front. Quickly, what is it? It is an all-in-one ministry platform that frees you up to do ministry. I don't believe that we use people to do ministry. I believe people are the work of ministry. And Faithlife Equip frees you up from kind of the mundane tasks that you did not get. You weren't called by God to put sermon slides together and announcement slides and to handle communication technology issues. That's not what you got into ministry because you wanted to minister to people. That's what Faithlife Equip frees you up. So it does all the things. It's database, it's registration. It allows you to communicate with your church through text messaging, email, bulletin, newsletters. It's online giving. It is a mobile app. We could spend days making this video. I'm going to make this video with one take because I want you to see how easy some of the features are, knowing we don't have time to go through everything. But these are the ones that I think, when I saw it as a preacher, these are the ones that caught my eye of, oh, this is the thing that our church needs. And so I want you to get excited about that. So that's what it is. Who needs it? I think all churches can use it. I think where it's going to shine is for the churches that small to medium-sized churches that don't have things like an in-house graphics person. That you might be thinking we need to communicate better and not really sure how to do that, and we've got people on staff that we love, but that's just not their giftedness. Faithlife Equip is going to shine for you. It's going to elevate what you all are going to do, and your congregation, there's going to be none the wiser. So I'm very excited about that. So I would say if you're in that small to medium-sized church, it's going to elevate what you're able to do. It's going to make your presentations and your church communication more professional, but it's good for any size church because the value of what you get in Faithlife Equip. So in the past, we have at our church, we use all these different services, right? We have a communication service, a texting service. We have our web hosting. We have, you get web hosting, you get a website within Faithlife Equip. You do all those things and it adds up. Faithlife Equip, it brings everything in-house and you get more features for what you pay with all the other services. I guarantee it because I'm in the deep throes of ministry. I understand how much that stuff costs. So that's who needs it. If you're looking at if you're a larger church, you may have some of that stuff in-house, but what you're going to receive is the benefit of all the things that Faithlife Equip. And when I say all the things, I sincerely mean all the things. And that's why this platform is so important over other platforms. It brings everything in-house. It has the social media feature where your people are able to communicate and share about their life, but it keeps the other stuff on those other social media platforms out of their life. It doesn't have the advertising on it. I'm getting ahead of myself other than to say this platform, it brings all the things needed. So let's go to the website. I want to just go through it and share with you my favorite things about this software. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out to the people at Logos or at Faithlife, reach out to the people at Faithlife or come send us an email. I reviewed it. I think I understand it enough to let you know I'm a believer in it after seeing it. I had moments when I was going through it, getting ready for this review, of saying, I just can't believe this software does that. I wish I would have had this a long time ago. So I hope you have that experience as well. So you're going to look for Faithlife Equip, and this is the website when you go to sign up. And the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to tell them your weekly attendance. It's going to cost more when you have a larger church, larger amount, because you have more resources and it's more resource heavy when you have that many people. But if you're a church of between 149, you're going to get your price. I'm telling you guys, this is very doable for what you're going to get if you start piecemealing different things. And it is tools for ministry. So look, it's church management, it's a database, it's family trees, It's a member directory, both digital and print. And if you know some competitors of that, you know that's a that's a tough thing. So it's digital and print. It's facilities and resource scheduling. You get that building, and you're able to do your resource and your facilities. It's incredible. Event management, RSVPs. You can do mailing labels. You can pull up reports on your people, text messaging, email, drag and drop newsletter. All the stuff is going to look good because it's in the Faithlife system. You can do. They're going to come out with background checks. It's got task. It's got church engagement. You've got a customizable mobile app for the church. You've got instant messaging. Let me tell you this too about the virtual group video chat. Um, it's unreal. Instead of sending out links to either Google Hangout or Zoom, it's embedded. It's like in there in the event. People just click on it, opens up. I've tried it. It's flawless. You get your church calendar. You get your bulletins. It drop and drag. Just type in what you want. You send a good looking video out. You get your church video channel, your connection cards. You can do your digital signage. If you go with the equip and live stream, you're going to get some of the other stuff with the church presentation software. We're not doing the live stream in this video, but if that's something you're interested in, I encourage you to check that out. You get all the sermon resources, which are just incredible, sermon podcasting. And let me tell you about this church website. If you've not done a website before, you think, I don't know anything about web hosting, within 5 minutes, I had a quality website. Look at this. 5 minutes. This came up. You choose a template, you're good to go. And within an hour, I had a customizable URL. So I got to choose for our church the www dot, and then I chose our church. So I chose ldchurch.com as our website because we're the Logos Daily Church. But LD Church, and you can do the same thing for your church, and you don't have to know a thing about coding or it's incredible. So the list, I mean, look at this. It just goes on, and then you get the biblical video library, the Logos Bible software. I'm getting ahead of myself, but seriously, you get so much in this package. So let's talk about the communication, the database side of church administration, which can just seem taxing. Faithlife Equip. I'm probably going to say those interchangeably. Faithlife and Logos are not the same thing. Faithlife Equip has you covered when it comes to database. And when you sign into your account in faithlife.com, you're seeing the admin side of your Equip. And the first thing they want you to do is to build your online community. So when you sign up, you get to set your church profile and write a church description. It's going to walk you through some steps about how to set up to get going, to get people in there to communicate. And what I love about the communication is there's no more 5 different apps that your church is going to communicate with. It's all done in-house. So you're going to have your Faith Life group, your church group, but look what they also give you down here. Over here to the left, they give you 2 options. You can add teams, worship team, hospitality team, divorce care team. Teams lead ministries in their vernacular. So you set up teams to operate that they're able to communicate, and again, it's all in-house. Then you also have an option for groups, all included, at every level, all included. You manage your groups, small groups, Sunday school classes, youth ministry, kids ministry, whatever the group is, you can create a group, and it is so easy. Look at this. We'll just begin a group. I mean, it is literally click, everything is pretty much self-described, and you just go with it. And let's say we're going to create a, look at all these different groups that you have, but let's say we want to create a small group, and we're going to call this Men's Monday Night Study. You can check the location. You can say, is this a public group, a private group? We're going to set it to private because maybe there's things that are going to be shared in that group that we don't want everyone to be able to see. We're going to click next. You can have a group email, so I can say rylandlogosdaily.com. I can put my phone number in. I could add a custom picture, a tagline. This is my group. I'm going to click done. Faithlife is going to come up. Look at that. I am already in the Men's Monday Night Study group, and it is within the Logos Daily Church Faithlife group. Is that not just absolutely incredible? So let me go back to the admin side, LD Church. That's what we're getting back to. But let me just pause here. Within this, you can have prayer requests. You can do a Bible reading plan together. You can do a group chat. It's all the things that the other social media apps do, but I think they do it better here. I love that it's all there together. So we go to LD Church, back at the administration, and look, whenever you create a group, it's going to show up within your group. So if you're an administrator of your account, and you can have multiple administrators, a pastor, maybe an elder, staff member, your administrative office person, they can have admin access, and it can all be done well within the Faithlife website for your church and Faithlife Equip. And the same thing, you can create a team. So I created a website team, but you can create the worship team and the hospitality team, whatever team, that team is going to be able to discuss their ministry in-house. So imagine not having to communicate back and forth through email anymore. I find email so tedious and I forget where the messages are. But to have a communication tool, and like most people, if you're connected to a church, you're probably serving in a couple different places, you're able to be in those groups and those teams all in one place instead of Slack over here and group me over there. You're able to do it right here. So I love that side of communication. It allows you to internally communicate. The other thing you can do with communication is you're able to post just like you do in other social media platforms. And if you're an admin, look, you can post as yourself. You can also post as the group. So you can post as the church, which gives that kind of professional vibe. And you can do all sorts of things. You can add media, a prayer request, something for sale, an announcement, and you can say who needs to see this post. So you could do public stuff to where we want people who might be checking out our church, if they're on here, they're going to see that stuff, or we just want something for our own members. So you can create announcements and post just like you would on any other social media platform. That side of communication, look at this. The other thing, when I saw this, I had one of these like jaw dropped. Where has this been all my life? You can add a communication, and look what you're going to get to do. You can either email or text from your computer, not two services. If you're anything like me, you're trying, what is the password and what is the service that we use for the, no more. Faithlife Equip has you covered. And you can start a, just like you would any other type of communication, you can add your recipients, the whole church, a couple people, what you want to call it. If it's in a campaign, is it a text or an email? You edit it, you can get it to go, you put all the things that you need in there, and then guess what you do? You click send test. You get to eventually send it. There's the send button right there. You can send a test to make sure it's what you want, or you can just send it. Amazing. Again, I'm going to say it a bunch of times, but all in one place. Imagine how easy that is instead of thinking, well, I've got to send the text message service, the text message from that service. You get to do it from Faithlife Equip. So that side of communication, I absolutely love. It also does bulletins, and I don't have time to go into everything, but it does bulletins and newsletters, digital bulletins and newsletters. So you're able to communicate with your people. And the beautiful thing, when you create a newsletter, it automatically publishes, if you want, to the website that's included with your subscription. That to me is unreal. There's no more, I have to create this document and then upload it to the website. It's all there. So it does bulletins and newsletters, and everything syncs together. Look at this, event management. You've got kiosks and you've got roster check-in. We know, Faith Life knows how important kids check in and safety is. It is of the utmost importance, isn't it? I mean, church should be the safest place for kids, and you've got to make those decisions in your church. To even though it takes more work, it's the right decision to keep your kids safe, to do whatever that needs to be done. But you can create event management with kiosks. You can do a roster check-in. It's going to show up. So you can check in people to classes. Like you can get your kids into classes. Just absolutely amazing. You can have as many classes as you want. The kids get there, they can get checked in. Kids, we know where everybody's at. Everybody's going to leave home and have a good time that morning or for that event. So that's a big one, is the event management. As I said earlier, when you create a event within your church, um, there's a couple different things you can do. One is you can have that event meet at a location like someone's home, but if you do if you create like a small group within within your organization, you're going to have like a Sunday school class or a small group, and that small group is online. Look at this. I'm going to open up this event management. Here's the event I created earlier. It has all the things. It's going to be this Bible study. And again, this graphic already supplied. You're not creating anything. It's just so quickly. But look, you have a join with video. Everybody's going to have that link. It's going to work just like the other video services. You're going to click it. You're going to be ready. The quality is amazing. When I checked it, in fact, it has more options than some of the other services. Very cool. So very easy to create a new event on your calendar that you have. This is also, I mean, just think of all the things. You have an online church calendar now that has all the things, all the classes, all the resources. It's all going to take place in the Faith Life system here. So just great stuff. The other thing, as I think about what, from a pastor's perspective, what is helpful to the church, forms. Forms. I remember printing out sign-up sheets for the lobby. Well, people don't want to touch stuff anymore. Post-COVID, people don't want to. No, everything is online. You got to have online access. You get to create forms, and they've already given you a couple of options here. But you can do a prayer request form, an announcement request form. Instead of emailing you or emailing someone in the office, they can put it all in one place. You're not going to forget it. That email's not going to go by the wayside. It's going to be there. So you have a form and everything. Let me show you how easy this is. Add form. We can call this, we'll just call this a get to know you lunch. And just to make it easy, I'm going to say I want to be known, but look at this. I need their number. I need just whatever you want to know, but you can add the sections that you want for your digital form, and then they can fill it out. That information is kept in the same place as all the other things in Faith Life. It's right there together, and you've got your form ready to go. And I didn't even see this until we got into this, even though I've looked at forms before. But there is a print option for that you could have if you need to print it out, if that's what your church does, which is fantastic and amazing. So forms, the communication. I know I'm getting excited. When I get excited, I get stuttering a little bit. But the communication side of Faith Life Equip, amazing. And we're just scratching the surface of what Faith Life Equip is able to do. It also has online giving. So maybe you've been hesitant to do online giving. And again, everything's going to be in one place when you do it with Faith Life Equip. I've checked the numbers. It is comparable to all the other services. So the value of it is it's going to be connected to your database within Faith Life Equip. It's all going to be working together. So if you have a customer service question, maybe you can't figure something out, when you call customer service or contact customer service, they're going to understand what you're talking about because everything works together and it works together seamlessly. So you do get online giving. You also get a website. I think this is so good for churches that are you you need a website, but you think I don't know anything about website. This includes your website, your hosting, and your domain name. And I made this website. When you sign up and you do your website, you choose a template. This is one of their templates. This was done in 5 minutes. 5 minutes. And just absolutely incredible. And look at this. The event that I made earlier, it's in the upcoming events section. And look, you have the video link. It's absolutely fantastic. I can't say enough. And then you're able to create your own custom domain. They register it for you, so you don't have to know anything about coding. You don't have to know anything about domain names. It's all going to walk you through it to have a website ready to go by this Sunday. No more meetings. And let me show you how easy it is to edit it. When you're in here, you go to your website portion of your admin, you click edit. It's going to open up the Faithlife site. Everything is as easy as, let's say, I need to change that header text. We're going to say, God is love. I'm going to click save. Look at that. Changed it. I'm going to go up here, go publish. The site is now published. Let's see what happens here. Look at that. This is the live website. I made a change on a website. I did no coding. Literally everything is edit, and you are good to go. So I cannot say enough um, about the website feature. When you're on the website, you've got two options. You can create your online bulletins, as we talked about earlier, your newsletters. It's all there, right in your website. The last thing I want to talk about, and I know I've gone a mile a minute and it's a 30,000 foot view, but I think the best reason to get Faithlife Equip outside of the all in house stuff that we just saw. I mean, it's literally everything: your database, your registrations, your communication, internal and external. It's all those things. Everybody in your church gets Logos Bible software. This is a way to get everybody studying God's Word in a way that I think is more efficient. It's a way that people in 21st century read. And I'm still a fan of a bound Bible. I preach from a bound Bible. I use a bound Bible at home. But when I study, when I'm on my phone, and Logos Bible software, it's got iPad, it's got apps for the phone, the tablet, the computer, the web. So if you're in a browser, you can get into your books. Everybody in the church is going to get a copy of Logos Bible software. The power of that is that means when they unlock that resource and begin to use it, you all have a shared culture of how you're studying the Bible together. And I encourage you to check some other videos on our channel about Logos Bible software so you can kind of see how it works if you're not familiar with it. But that, to me, if I could get everybody in our church to use Logos Bible software, that would be a huge win. Faithlife Equip does that for you, and as the pastor, you get an upgraded version of Logos Bible software, which is just great. You know, if you're studying, you get all the things. You just get all the things. It's really incredible. I wanted to go 20 minutes on a one-take video. I've gone 23, so I'm going to wrap it up and just say, please check out Faithlife Equip. We're going to put it in the description below. Sincerely, I mean this not just because I want you to get it, but I want you to get it because I think it's worth getting. I really think it's a good program that Faithlife Equip has put out. Also, I've got it in my notes and I forgot to mention they have live support for Faithlife Equip. When I signed up for my account, I got an email right away saying, hey, here's the number and here's a link of who to call if you run into anything. Let's go ahead and set up a time that this person can walk you through all the features. So you know how you do sometimes where you buy software, you buy something, and you don't get to talk to anybody. They just kind of leave you scattered to the wind. Faithlife Equip is not that way. They have support 365 days a year, even on Sunday. So if you're running into trouble on Sunday, you're going to be able to get the information that you need right then and there. I can't say enough good things about this. So I want to encourage you to check out Faithlife Equip. The link is in the description. Try it out. See if it's what you need, and hopefully it'll help free you up, not to get out of ministry, but to do more ministry. It's going to free you up to do the things that you really were called by God to do. And I don't think any of us who got into pastoring were called to put websites together. I think we were called to minister to people, even though I think websites are super important. And I'm going to stop before I get into trouble. So God bless, and until next time.